Hey, so Beyond Light is here. I've got a new intro. I've got new background music, trying to revamp all my channels and stuff in kind of celebration of this new year inside of Destiny 2. And we are having server issues again. What's up, guys? This is Church of Caboose, and I figured I'd take a little bit of time because I'm just chilling, anyways, waiting to get into Beyond Light, just to kind of, I guess, talk a little bit about this. So if you guys have not been looking on @BungieHelp, I highly suggest you guys get to Twitter and follow @BungieHelp because they put out all kinds of updates, and they did let us know, like in this tweet here on screen, that they're basically like, hey, stuff's not working quite right. We're figuring it out. And then I just scrolled through comments and oh man, oh god, the one that probably cracks me up the most is, and I honestly can't even tell if this individual is being serious or not, because I kind of feel like, hey, you should have been able to figure this out by now. But one person says, you have got to be kidding me, Bungie. 2 straight years of solo flawless shattered throne attempts, and I was at the duel in Karu, probably said that wrong, with 3 stacks of finite thought. She was so close to dying, and boom, servers went down. I demand the triumph, 3,000 silver, and the lament for this shit. Newsflash to this person, all the players. In the event you're not being sarcastic, like, we could go with the presumption this is the joke, but surely by this point you'd have figured out that maybe you should do that solo flawless attempt not that close to the wire. Like, I know people got different schedules and stuff, but when I did my solo flawless prophecy, that's exactly what I kept in mind, was I have to have this done by this day, or like I could lose it and get shut out because the server's going down. Because y'all knew that was going to happen. So we're having server issues right now. So I figured we just kind of chat about it a little bit. Trying to look at this kind of like, hello darkness, my old friend. Like, like laughing at our own pain kind of a thing. So if you guys are, while you're here, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll be streaming this shit like non-stop. Like, I have 2 weeks where I basically get to play this thing all the time. Actually, it's more like 3 weeks, but it's for the day 1 race, it's 2 weeks. I have to play this thing like non-stop. So check me out on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Church of Caboose. Other than my like working out that I need to do, just, you know, to maintain my own, I guess, sanity and have some necessity, and of course some like eating and sleeping. Otherwise, my wife and I will be pretty much playing Beyond Light, and especially me, non-stop. So check that out and hang out with us. Anyways, so this happens every time. If there's any brand new players, whether you're free to play, whatever the case is, like you're like, maybe this is your very first time loading into a new thing with Bungie, especially on Destiny, or maybe you've only experienced a couple of expansions. This happens every single time, to the point where I almost never take off work for the release of a new expansion or season, because I already know that this whole thing of taking forever, servers not working, all that stuff is going to happen. It's just what happens every single time. So if you guys are watching this, I highly suggest in the future, don't take off work for this thing. You might be like, well, Church, you did, right? Okay, but see, due to COVID complications and whatnot, I have family members that I play with that had this week off anyways. And I actually kind of in my head knew, because of current pandemic things, I was like, there's no way the job I do with the school is going to be open the week leading up to Thanksgiving. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to take that risk, just take off this whole first week of Beyond Light and just kind of see if I'm right. And that's what happened. I kind of feel like that cutaway scene from Family Guy where they talk about the sassy lady with hindsight.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Yeah, that's quite literally like the exact conversation I had with my coworker. So, anyways, so that's why I have today off, and because I took off this whole week. Also, it just so happens to be I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and November 10th is our birthday, and so it's kind of a big deal within, I guess, my community, being namely Marines and Marine Corps veterans. So I was like, whatever, like, works out fine for me, no worries there. But for years going forward, and in the past, I never, the first couple of expansions, I took off the first day of a release. Learned rather quickly. You usually waste most of that day just because of when the reset is for my time zone, and then how long it actually takes to get in. Just not worth it. So I would strongly suggest you guys, just to avoid that pain, maybe look at instead taking off the second day of an expansion, if that's something that's really key to you, or trying to give yourself, if possible, like a 3-day weekend. I know not everyone's blessed to have Saturday and Sunday off as a regular thing, so maybe if you are though, maybe just take off that Friday, or if you normally only get 1 day off at a time, find that day that's in that period, like closest to a new expansion release, and just add a day either before or after it to try and give yourself some more time to enjoy the expansion. I know it sucks. It really honestly does feel like Bungie at this point should be able to do things like release an expansion. They're always like, we're trying to grow and be a big game and have this giant community and blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, here's this huge expansion. Let's get everyone hyped for it. Then, what? We didn't think so many people would be trying to log in and play. And you're just like, oh man, how dumb can you be? But at the same point, they also lost like Activision and other studios. They're pretty much flying solo. So I guess this is, if I remember right, this is the first big expansion Bungie's done as an independent developer. So maybe we should cut them some slack. I don't know, but I do get that it's really frustrating. Now let's talk about the live event that happened on November 9th, because I in particular got screwed by it. And I know I am not the only one, because once again, we have Bungie server issues. They so long and skinny, they kicked you out. You have to do a little update, and then at some point you like log back in, and you're supposed to be able to like go to the tower, do this last city event, chill in that like new tower area, and then you would be able to stay in there, watch the rest of the event, and get said emblem. Unless you're like me and many others, where it took you forever to log in. And then when you did log in, you try to load into that story mission, and then you just get kicked out into a queue. Then what happened to me was, I somehow, without leaving, kept losing my place in line. When I was streaming this, I was at 501 for like an hour. And then I got to place 500. Then I went back to spot 501 in the queue. I was like, what the actual hell is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, my wife, who logged in long after I did, she got in, did everything just fine. I had clan members who logged in long after I did, and they got in and did everything just fine. And so it was really weird. There's like a large chunk of people who couldn't even get in to like do this event. And so I was like, well, I guess it's not the worst emblem to not have. Kind of sucks to not have it, but you know what? Such is life. Things happen. So in conclusion with this video, guys, we're starting a new year. This is a new, I'm going to try some new things out with this channel as we grow. So make sure you guys are subscribed. I ideally want to start being able to do things like giveaways. I'm kind of waiting to start seeing if we could have videos do things like hit consistently like 1,000 views within like 2 weeks, because that'd be really ambitious right now anyways. And then if we start getting things like that happening, I'd be able to better do giveaways. If you start having people subscribe, I would love to be able to do some kind of like a giveaway that involved me giving a lot of money via buying some sort of a product or something for subscribers to have a chance to compete in, something like that. So if you want to help this channel to grow, and you personally would like to maybe see some of those giveaway ideas I'm working on become reality, share the video, watch it, encourage your friends to watch it, and especially subscribe. This whole video right here was more like, well, I got who knows how long to kill, got everything set up, like I know shit, like logged on like close to 45 minutes before Beyond Light was supposed to start, just to try and have my laptop set up so that way creating content was going to be faster. I readjusted some Twitch tags to try and make it where people might be more interested in viewing. And so it's like, you know what? Let's just take advantage of this time and put out a video for all of y'all. So if you're new to the channel, expect things like cutaways. I kind of feel like I started doing that more with Destiny videos, and then other bigger creators started doing it. Probably a coincidence. Like, what are the odds some giant creator noticed the video by little old me and was like, that's a great idea, and started doing the same thing? I don't know. All I know is I started doing it, then I noticed other people doing it, and that's all I'm saying. So if you guys want to have some fun, I try really hard. We have a vengeful Discord server. You guys can be subscribed to the channel and not a part of the clan and be in that server. But if you want a clan for PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, we have all those available. Just join in that server. You guys will get set up. And if you are subscribed and in the server, just like when you hop in there, like, hey, I'm a subscriber for Church of Caboose, and I personally will be giving you a special role that makes it where you don't have to be in the clan in order to be in the server and have access to like all of our LFG opportunities and that kind of thing. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hang in there. I'm sure it'll be up before too long. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.